How many of you grew up without a father figure? I was one of them. My parents divorced when I was 3. And ever since then, I grew up with no one to look up to. And the feedback that I got from most people was to stop getting angry. But no one told me how. And also, they weren't helping either, especially my mom. My mom would constantly cross my boundary all the fucking time. That's also the reason why my dad left her, because it's impossible to deal with her. So I don't even blame my dad for leaving her. He did it for good reason. He's not a bad dad or anything. It's just like living with my mom really made my life hell. And I'm saying this not because my mom was a bad person. I don't think she's a bad person either. Because when I listen to how my grandma talked to my mom, it's very clear that my mom just picked it up from her. She's also a victim of the generational trauma. And for a very long time, my mom trying to control my life. I think my life would be probably easier if I just do whatever the fuck she told me to. But it didn't feel right. My life is mine, and I would do whatever I think is right to do, including not listening to her. Because I didn't do what she did to me, to my daughter. Now, my daughter and I, we have best relationship ever. And the reason I said that is not just because I call it daughter approved anger training. It's because again and again, I've heard very positive compliments from friends, my daughter's teacher. A few person actually said to me that they wish that their dads were like me. Those are great compliments, but it also makes me feel a little sad, because why can't man or dad just be the role model for their kids? We are all capable of doing that. So what is actually stopping us from doing it? So let's talk about that. I think there are a few things that are blockers. Number one is the expectation of how to be a man. And I will start from the parents' perspective. When we were boys, we were told we have to be tough, don't complain, don't cry, we cannot be vulnerable. That makes me wonder why. Are we not human? We have feelings too, right? We have emotions, right? But we actually have something else, which is the animal instinct. We still have some animal instincts living inside, and that's why we are more aggressive. But I think what makes it worse is that we were constantly told to hold it in. At the same time, we are the one who gets treated badly and unfairly. This is how I would describe what it's like holding in our anger and don't let it out. Imagine this. You are having a tummy ache. You need to go to the bathroom really bad. But then you are holding it in again and again and again. But here's the truth. It has to come out one way or the other, right? I don't know what the other way is, but I know the only way to come out is to let it out. But how do we let it out? Based on the society expectations, we don't. So what we do instead is we explode. It's like we don't give a fuck anymore. Boom, boom, boom. And the consequence could be devastating. If you ever experience that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it sucks. It really sucks, right? Not only it's super embarrassing, and now people just look at us and label us as, oh, that's an angry person. He always gets angry. He cannot control his anger. But that's not true. Who actually come up to us and ask, hey, what happened? I'm sure some people, they want to help, but they can't, and they don't know how. We don't want to be this angry man, son, dad. But what is the alternative out there? Anger management? No. Therapy? No. I said that because I've tried them all. I had to deal with anger, anxiety, depression for 15 to 20 years. What happened was it just made me feel worse and worse. First of all, in that heated moment, I couldn't control myself. There's no way. Again, going back to that tummy ache problem, you can delay the action. But eventually it has to happen. But then why did it happen? Maybe your tummy is sensitive to spicy things, or milk is the trigger. Lactose intolerance. And that is what I've been talking about. That's what's behind our anger, right? You gotta like get down to the bottom. And a lot of us, we just look at the surface. This person get angry because that's who he is. No, it's because you said something that triggered us. But then what we don't do is we don't question why that one thing triggered us while others don't, right? If I tell you, oh, you're good looking, you're handsome, most of us is just like, oh, thank you, right? But then there are also some people, it's like, oh, no, 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 I'm not handsome, I'm not good looking. And then some people will probably react to like, oh, you're a pretty boy. So it's like all these different kind of words, right? It trigger different people. Why is that? Let's say pretty boy, right? If you look at those K-pop group, they are pretty boy to me. They are not manly or anything. A lot of those are just pretty boys with heavy makeup, acting all feminine and all. Fuck that. I don't like it. I have my own vision of what a man is. I'm not saying that you should look or act a certain way. It's just like that is my standard. I don't care about what other people do or think. But for me, to be a man, I want to look manly. I want to have muscles. I want to be strong. But more than that, I want to be resilient. I want to have a very strong mind. Because it's not about how we look. It's about how we think. It's about how much I believe I can do. And unfortunately, a lot of men nowadays, something has taken that away from them. They just be like, oh, life is too hard. Let me just give up and do nothing. How do you become that? The more I think about it, I think it's a lot of videos that talks about how to be a real man. I watch a few of them. I think like 99% of those are just fucking bullshit. What do they know about being a real man? Being a real man is about owning your own mistakes, your action, being responsible for it. Don't just fucking run away. Running away is so easy. Everybody can do that. Why do you want to become one of those people? You can figure it out. It just takes time. I think being successful, being wealthy, those are overstatements. What you really need is not more money. It's wisdom. We all need wisdom. Wisdom creates everything. Wisdom can change your life. Wisdom can make you become whoever you want to be. Wisdom is how you gain the confidence back. Wisdom is also how you become a role model for others. Not because how loud you talk, not because how much shit you have. It's because once you have wisdom, you will be able to solve every fucking single problem. But how do you gain more wisdom? Is to find a person that you look up to, who you can see yourself in him. Go out there and figure it out. I hope this video inspires you, because I didn't have someone that inspired me when I was younger. So I worked my way up so I can share some insights and wisdom with you, and you can take it with you, and you're gonna go far. You are going to go very far. I guarantee you that. This is not because I could do it so you could do it. No, 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 no. It's because nobody has done it so you can fucking do something about it. And take my words for it. I trust you. Bye.